Hey, I'm Julie Colotti, owner of Bodies by Colotti. We are a personal training studio located in Kingston, New York. And many times I get asked, what is it that you do and how are you different from everybody else? So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. And what we do is group personal training. So it's not something like step aerobics or Zumba or any Les Mills classes if you have taken a Les Mills class, or spin. It is personal training in a group setting. So there is a program and a method to the madness, and every class is different every day. So we teach the same class all day, and the reason why we do that is because the majority of our clients are busy professional women. They are either working full-time or they're stay-at-home moms. And even if they're working full-time, most of them have children where they're running around from school to sports to concerts to PTA meetings, you name it, everything that a busy mother does, and then put on top of that a full-time job. So we have a very flexible schedule where it doesn't matter what time you come because it's the same class all day. And we program those classes so when you're coming, let's just say 2 days in a row, you're not doing the same exercises, you're not working the same body parts, everything is spread out so you get a total and complete fitness program every week. So, we do require that you come 3 days a week. And the reason for that is because, less than 3 days a week, you're really not going to see progress, because by the next time you come here the following week, you're really going to be restarting, and that soreness and that initial, oh my goodness, I'm in, so much pain from being sore is just going to start every week. So 3 times a week, you can hopefully space it out over, a few days. So you do have some time off. And then the next week you can come back and it's not like starting over every single week. So our classes are made for every single fitness level. Everything is completely modifiable. We have people with fake hips, knee replacements. We have clients that have metal in their back, and then we have clients that run marathons, all taking the same classes because you're going to work to your level. And whatever that level is, as long as you're working to your maximum level, you're going to get a workout in. So you might not be doing the same thing as, Sally working out next to you. You might be modifying it a little bit, but you're working as hard as you can, and that's all that matters. Here at Bodies by Colotti, there is no judgment. Nobody is looking at you. Nobody is saying like, oh, she's not working as hard. We all are working together for the same mission. We all have pretty much the same goals, the same reason why we're here, whether it's, for our mental health, we want to lose 50 pounds, we want to get stronger, we want to feel better, we need a social outlet, because in our group classes, you are going to make new friends. Most of these friends will become like family. Most of our women are going out on the weekends and doing things together, and they have become close. And that really is what makes us unique, is that you actually have fun when you come here. And I know that might sound crazy, and you're like, Julie, how the heck can you have fun while you work out? Well, when you're working out with like-minded individuals who are on the same mission as you, and, you're coming in here and quote unquote suffering together and working out together, you have fun and you laugh and you tell me to go away and I'm so mean and why is this workout so hard? And, all of that, and the camaraderie with the women in the studio is simply amazing. And, it's something from like the inside looking out, you can't explain it. From the outside looking in, you can't understand it until you come in and you feel it for yourself and you realize that, wow, I should have done this sooner. This place is amazing. These women are amazing. And I actually had fun, and you're looking forward to coming back. And, your first class, you might not be able to do certain things, but as the time goes on and you start to be able to do that, that is really the aha moments that we're looking for. We're not looking for those 5 pounds lost on the scale, the 10 pounds lost on the scale. That is all great, but our real mission here is we train for life. So the fact that you can now squat without pain, you can do the ab exercises without having to modify, those are the aha moments. And by the time that that's happened, you've already lost weight, but it's not what you're focusing on. And when you don't focus on something, it usually happens, right? Because the more you focus on it, the more you stress about it. And the more you stress about it, the less likely it's going to happen, because you have all this other stuff going on in your body that's preventing that change from happening, right? Because this is our own worst enemy. So once we get out of our own way and get out of our head, amazing things will happen. And when you start turning I can't until I can and I will, amazing things will happen. And that's what happens every day here at Bodies by Colotti. So if you are ready to start your fitness journey and make your final stop and stop that yo-yo, we would love for you to join our group of women that come in here every day and put in the effort and are changing their life for the better. And now that we know the difference between Bodies by Colotti and other facilities and why we are so unique, we are going to talk about our cleaning procedures and how we are keeping everybody safe during the COVID-19 pandemic. So all over the news and in all these different articles and pretty much anywhere you look, there are a bunch of locations, businesses, events, venues, different things that people are categorizing as high-risk places to get COVID-19. So, I don't really know the difference of going to a Walmart or a Target where there's, could be hundreds of people in there, and coming to my private personal training studio, Bodies by Colotti, where there are no more than 14 people in here at a time, all 6 feet apart. We're never crossing paths with each other. We're not reaching over someone's shoulder to grab something off a shelf. We're not sharing equipment. So when people categorize gyms as a high-risk place, maybe, the bigger gyms where there's people running on treadmills and all of that, but not in a private studio like Bodies by Colotti, because we're 6 feet apart. We have our own little pods that we stay in. There's no sharing of equipment. Everything is sanitized before and after every single class. We're cleaning every 2 hours, whether there's people in here or not. We have been inspected by the Ulster County Health Department. Your Target didn't need to get inspected by the health department to, stay open. Restaurants didn't need to make sure that they were following certain protocols. Movie theaters weren't inspected by the health department to reopen. But in New York State, gyms were. So, we had the health department in here making sure that we were following protocols, we're using the right cleaning products, everything. We had to go through this whole thing. You have to wear masks when you're working out. It can't be a gaiter or a bandana. It has to be a face covering mask. So, the safety protocols that we have to follow and the amount of cleaning that we do every day is not only top notch, but it's regulated by the health department and the state. So we have all of these guidelines to follow, or, we're at a risk of getting shut down. And, obviously that's not what we want. And all of our clients feel safe. We have had no instances, no issues since reopening. We have clients coming in that were very scared of wearing a face mask because they were afraid it wasn't going to work for them. And we have made it work. We've learned the proper types of masks to wear that really help you breathe better. We also have plastic cones that we use to help take the mask away from your face. We have, the doors open for free airflow. We've been very lucky with the weather so far. We've had beautiful weather for the month of November, so we've had doors open. We have the fans circulating the air. We have our HEP 13 filters in our air filtration system and our HVAC system. We're making sure that we're fogging at the end of every single class. Everything is getting wiped down. Again, there's no sharing of equipment. And, we're not high-fiving anymore. We're doing air fives. We're not congregating. Everybody has to wait outside in a line 6 feet apart before coming into the studio. You have to make sure that you verify that you can answer no to all 4 of the COVID-19 questions. Your hands are sprayed with hand sanitizer before you walk in. So the equipment has been sanitized. Now your hands are sanitized. So anything that was on your hands is not being brought into the gym. And, you go to your pod. Every pod has a number and you stay there, right? And all the equipment that you need is already in that pod. So, we make sure that if we're using weights, the weights are the correct number and the correct, strength and difficulty for that client. So everybody is working to their full potential. So, as myself and my team who organize and design the classes, we now have to make sure that, someone that's doing, 15-pound bicep curls doesn't have 5-pound weights in their pod. So we're making sure you're going to the right pods and you're still getting a workout that's to your level and your necessity to reach your goals. So, it's not like we're doing full body weight workouts. We're using equipment that is sanitized and is not shared so that you can feel safe and secure and know that you're not going to get sick here at the gym or contract COVID from our gym because of the sanitation and the protocols. And if you have travel to a destination you're not supposed to be in, you can follow us virtually. If you have been in contact with someone, we have virtual workouts where you can follow. We even live stream our in-person classes so you can follow along at home with us. So if you don't feel safe coming into the gym, or you have someone high risk living at home with you, or you are high risk and you're really avoiding public places, we have an alternative where you can do our workout that we're doing in studio at home via Zoom as we live stream it. So we really have every option to keep you safe, whether you're coming in person or you are following us along at home. And now we are going to talk about why exercise in general is so important right now, why it's even more important than ever, and you should not wait until 2021 or for this pandemic to be over to get fit. So we're in the middle of a pandemic and gyms have been categorized as a high-risk destination. So many people are avoiding starting their fitness journey, restarting their fitness journey, getting healthy, and it's just the wrong thing to do because if you're not comfortable going to a gym, most places have virtual programs. Here at Bodies by Colotti, we have a virtual online program. We do live virtual classes every day, and we also live stream our in-person classes. So if some of our clients don't feel safe coming to the gym, they can follow us along at home. They have live coaching. They can also do on-demand workouts. So we have on-demand workouts and a ton of replays from, this entire pandemic. So we have over 100 workouts for you to do online in our membership site and in our Facebook group. Or if you're on vacation or you don't live close to Kingston, New York, where we're located, you can join us virtually. So the reason why exercise is so important right now is not only for this, but for your insides, for your immunity. Exercise helps boost your immunity. People who exercise regularly get sick less, and that's because they're overall healthier. So they normally have lower blood pressure. They have a lower resting heart rate. Their body is fighting off germs because it's a well-oiled machine. So exercise has been proven to boost your immunity. Most people who are exercising and healthy have not contracted COVID-19 or have avoided it or have recovered faster, right? It's just like when someone who gets a cold has exercised and gets over that cold faster than someone who doesn't exercise. And we know the risk factors for COVID-19 are high blood pressure, obesity, being overweight, not only just being obese, being overweight, having high cholesterol, breathing issues, asthma, all of those things that can be helped with exercise. There are a ton of studies out there that relate if you have high blood pressure and you start an exercise program, your blood pressure will decrease because that is what exercise does. It decreases your overall blood pressure. It also decreases your resting heart rate. So someone who is in tip-top shape is going to have at the age of 45, is going to have a lower resting heart rate than someone who is obese and does not exercise at the same age of 45. And the lower your resting heart rate, the less your body is working to get you from point A to B. So, if you can't walk up a flight of stairs without being out of breath, we need to get you moving. We need to get your fitness back on track. So this isn't only just about, getting in shape. It's about being healthy. And even, let's talk about your mental health. Most people that are a part of Bodies by Colotti do it for the mental health. Exercise increases your endorphins, and people with endorphins don't kill their husbands, right? That's what they say on Legally Blonde. So it's what Elle Wood said, right? So endorphins make you happy and increases your energy. Someone who has more energy, it's easier to get through the day. You're not needing so much caffeine and Red Bulls and Monsters and coffee to get through the day because you have natural energy. I'm not going to go into a science lesson with you because I'll bore you, but exercise increases endorphins, which makes you a happier person. You will also sleep better at night because your body becomes a well-oiled machine. It's like giving your car an oil change. When your car is, 4,000 miles past due for an oil change, it doesn't run as efficiently. When you're not active and you wake up and your body hurts and you're cracking and it takes you 20 minutes to be able to move in the morning, you're not a well-oiled machine, and you need to get moving to get your muscles moving, to get your joints moving, to, help your body stretch. And when it's, a well-oiled machine and you're moving, your muscles are warming up, there's more blood flowing through your muscles, you're not going to crack as much. Your joints aren't going to hurt as much because that blood is moving throughout your entire body. It's not just sitting in your legs because you're sitting all day. I'm sure you've heard the words and the phrase, sitting is the new smoking. It's really true. And many of us are finding that out. Now as I sit in this chair, there are times where I move and I make my desk a stand-up desk because it hurts to sit. So if you're having low back pain, you need to get up and get moving. So like I said, this is not about losing 50 pounds, losing 10 pounds. It's about boosting your immunity, making sure that you are overall healthy before we get into those long, cold, dark winter days, because we know that, seasonal affective disorder is a real thing here in the Northeast, and exercise can help that, okay? So if we're looking at, going further into this pandemic and things getting worse before they get better, exercise will help keep your mental health positive, will help you be healthy, will help you move better, and will help you avoid sickness and any illness this coming winter, whether it is COVID-19, the common flu, a cold, any of those things, the stomach virus. When you are healthy and you work out, you get sick less. Thanks for watching this video. If you are ready to join us either in person or virtually here at Bodies by Colotti, make sure you click the link below and join us. For every person who joins our 6-week transformation program from now until Christmas, we are donating $50 of everybody's sign-up fee to People's Place Project Santa, so we can go out and buy toys for the less fortunate here in Ulster County this holiday season. We know that this pandemic has caused a ton of financial burden on so many families locally that we want to do our part and help spread holiday cheer and make sure that everyone has the holiday that they deserve this season. So click the link to sign up and join us either in person or virtually, whatever your comfort level is and whatever fits your current lifestyle. We hope to see you soon.